So there is a viral under eye hack that has been going around on TikTok, on Instagram, but especially here on YouTube. I've seen a lot of people try it out, so I thought, well, I want to try it out on my 69-year-old skin, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Yes, there is this viral hack going around. I have seen several people do it. The latest that I have seen do it is Tamara's Timeless Beauty, and I thought it looked real good on her. So I wanted to try it out on myself and see what I thought about on my skin. You know, we all have different skin. We all use different products. We all use, you know, we just all have different things going on with our under eyes or with our skin. So something that will work for one person may not necessarily work for another person. So that's what's kind of fun to try it out on yourself just to see what you think. The hack is you take Aquaphor Lip Balm, and it is a balm, lip balm, and you tap it underneath your eyes. You put your concealer on, and then you put on some Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour foundation, powder foundation, and I got the color 118. So that's what I did on this eye. And on this eye, I did my normal routine, which is just to put my concealer on and then put on a little bit of my primer. I put primer on both of them, but on this one, I also put primer underneath. And my primer is Paint Pot by MAC in the color Painterly. I put it over here and put it underneath here. So I did that. And I wanted to see what the results were. So I did it yesterday in the morning. And I went all day long, was out, had to take the dog to get groomed, you know, had to wait out in the sun to give it a good indication of how well it would last and everything. So I did do that. Let me tell you what my under eye routine is, and you can see, you know, then you can compare it with your routine and see how it does with mine. I don't use an eye cream. I do use my Retin-A underneath my eyes now, not too close to my eyeballs where it gets in, but I've never had a bit of trouble. I go right underneath here and in the crow's feet, and I mix it with my Obagi blender, go right underneath here at night. In the morning, I put my little bit of the vitamin C serum, and all of this is kind of after I put everything else on my skin, whatever's left over, I kind of a smudge I put underneath here. So I smudge the vitamin C serum under there, and then I smudge the Obagi Exfoliator underneath there. So that's what I do for my under eyes, and then put my concealer on and my primer underneath. So that's what I have done for a long time, for years, and it always seemed to work for me. But this just really intrigued me because I did see some pretty results. I did see some really nice looking things that looked good under people's eyes. So I wanted to try it out. Now, let me say this, whether it works or not, I think this is great to have. And here's the reason why, the Aquaphor. You know, especially when you're starting out using Retin-A, you can get some really major peeling, which is, you know, that's what you want. Your skin kind of peels off, and then you have the nicer skin that's left underneath. But sometimes it can over peel, and for some reason, mine would always look worse about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what it was. It would be like I would go all day long, and then the peeling would really start about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it would look like a snake peeling, you know. It was kind of embarrassing. But, and I remember I would put a little of the Mary Kay Extra Emollient Night Cream, but I have found that a little bit of this lip balm, it will help. If there's an area that is just over, you know, it's gotten a little bit too much peeling going on, it's gotten a little overstimulated. If you will just take a little bit of that and pat it in like that, you can even do it over your makeup during the day at 3 o'clock. If yours starts really peeling like that, especially like around your nose, this area right there, you can kind of dab it like that and press it in, and it will really help a lot. You're not putting it all over your face or anything. You're just putting it on. And it really helps with the bad peeling. It really does. It soothes that area and doesn't really seem to interfere with how the Retin-A works. So I will do that sometime if there's an area that is overstretched. I don't really have to anymore because my skin's so used to what I do now. But in the beginning, or if for some reason I've had to go off retin-A for, I don't know, I never go off retin-A, but there have been times like, oh, I know, in the winter time, if I got too chapped or something and you know, still was using my retin-A, it would kind of overpeel then. You know, it doesn't happen very often, but I remember putting this on it and it would help, or a balm on it and it would help. So do have it for that. This is a cheap trick to try. I say everybody should try it because it may be just something that is beautiful and wonderful for you. Put this on, your concealer. This is just, you get this at the drugstore and you get this Maybelline foundation at the drugstore. So, you know, it's not like you're spending hundreds of dollars to try this hack. So, I show you, oh yeah, I show you, you know, this camera, Lord above, I never thought I would do this. I mean, this camera, it's my son's camera, it shows every pore. I get up, I zoomed it into right here. It is on my face. You can see every spot. You can see every pore. You can see every broken blood vessel. You can see every discoloration. I've got lines around my lips I didn't even know I had, but they show up on there. I was like, where'd I get those lines? I got to be a little more careful with how I drink. But it, you know, just everything shows up in this camera up close. But I did it. Even though it makes me uncomfortable, I did it because I wanted y'all to really see under my eyes what this does. If you think it works or not, I wanted you to see what it looks like. So there you go. I did it. Okay, so let's get going on this little hack and see what we think. Okay, so this is a big close-up, but I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. Let me turn this way. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, on this side, I'm going to do my regular routine. My regular routine is e.l.f. concealer. I just got a new thing of it, and my color is, it's the 16-hour Camo concealer, and my color is medium sand. That's always a good color for my under eyes. So on this side, I will put e.l.f. concealer. Then on my lid and a little bit underneath, I will put my eye primer, and I always put the eye primer underneath here. My eye primer, to hold the eyeshadow, I put it underneath there. My eye primer is Paint Pot in the color Painterly by MAC. Okay? On this side, first I'm going to put the Aquaphor. Then I'm going to let that dry. Then I'm going to put the concealer on top of that, let that dry. Then I'm going to set it with the Maybelline Super Stay up to 24-hour powder, hybrid fat powder foundation. And I went ahead and got the color 218. I think that was Angie's color. I can't remember if it was Angie's color or Tamara's color. I watched a bunch of videos, so I just remember thinking, oh, that would be a good color for me too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that open. Okay, I just uploaded that first section and played it back to make sure it looked okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna continue and upload this, but you know, it's frightening. Just you should look at your skin in a really high def camera that shows everything, every spider little vein and every little discoloration, every little spot, and it is frightening. I think it's worse than looking at a really big magnifying mirror, about the same, equal to it. But I want y'all to see what it looks like up close. The first thing I'm going to do on this side is do the Aquaphor Lip Repair. It's a lip balm. So, from all the videos I've seen, they've kind of, you know, dotted it on like that. I'll put, you know, I'll get a little bit on there underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to press it in. It doesn't feel like I've got very much on there actually. I'll put some in my crow's feet. Okay, I think that probably, yeah, it feels slightly sticky, which I think is probably good. So I'm going to kind of just pat it. I'm not going to rub it because I don't want to rub it off. I will pat it in. Okay, it feels pretty good. Feels a little sticky like I think it should. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Now on this eye, the next thing I would do, and I do all this before I put on my foundation and stuff, so that's why I don't have on my foundation yet. I'm just going to do my normal routine of the order that I do it in. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the 16 hour, and I'm going to a dot and a dot. Okay, so I'm going to do that next. I'm doing that while this dries. It feels like it's getting dry. Okay. I usually just swipe in a hurry, but I'm taking the time to pat it in and blend it. Okay, she turned me on to this, the Pixie little correction pot cream thing in Brightening Peach for these areas right here. You know, as we get older, we get these areas right here. So I go ahead and put it on this one, on the inside corner here. And I'm really liking this a lot. I think it does a really good job. And I just take a little brush and I've got a little red spot right there that actually kind of covers it. I usually kind of cover it up with the paint pot, but I kind of do it with this too. So that does a good job just covering right there. And I have an indentations, you know, right there. And inside the indentation is dark blue. And this kind of covers it. It kind of neutralizes the blue. The peach does. I like that. That's a good hint from Tamara. Okay, so this feels dry now. Okay, now I'm going to do the same amount, or try to get the same amount of concealer on this eye. Just a couple of little dots. And I'm patting it in. I don't want to move all around the lip balm that I have down. I just want to pat it in. It looks nice. That looks real nice. Put it underneath here. Get up underneath. Okay. Now I will take the Pixie and put on this corner right here. Today's my daughter's birthday and we're getting ready to go to a neighboring town that has a really cute little downtown to maybe have some tea or something. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to go back. Let me put the lid back on this lip balm. Now I'm going to go back to this side over here and do the next step, which would be the paint pot and Painterly. Little spatula that I dig it out. Now I'm going to put it here, all over my lid. It really holds my eyeshadow real well on me. Now, and I take a little bit and put underneath right here where I put eyeshadow. That's my normal routine on this eye. So I want to do my normal routine on this eye and the viral routine on this one. So this is what I would do. Okay. Now, on this eyelid, I'm not going to do anything for underneath, but I'm going to put this a little bit on my lid here, just to hold the eyeshadow throughout the day. Okay. It's still looking good, I think. It's early morning and I've got some circles and bags under my eyes. It's, you know, how you have that kind of swelling in the morning. But I want to give this a good chance to go all day long, so that's why I'm recording it early. Okay, now, this should be dry underneath here. So I'm through with this eye. The last step in this eye, and I think the concealer has dried, is to put the powder underneath here to set it. I'm going to take the foundation and just kind of with, you know, just with a fluffy brush. I want to get up right around my eye because that's where I tend to not too much. I don't want too much. So I just did just a tiny bit. I don't know, y'all. I kind of think it brought out wrinkles. I just did a little bit. I mean, I just swapped it over one time. I think this powder brought it out more. Okay, we'll keep on going though, but I don't know. I felt like it maybe. Now, I'm just looking at it, you know, I'm not looking at it on film or anything like that, just looking at this light. Let me turn on the bright light. It feels like it's more, it feels a little more covered, like a little more makeup there with the foundation and the concealer and then that cream. It feels like there's extra layers on there where this feels a little lighter, I have to say. Now, I really didn't do much. I did the same amount of concealer and then just did a light thing of the, you know, I'll even wipe it out some more just to be sure that I'm not getting too much on there. Don't want to get too much. I mean, you can see there's not even anything on the brush, but when I put that powder on, it just kind of, I don't know. I hope I did it right. I think I did. Okay, let me put on the rest of my makeup. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use is the Victoria Beckham and Tweed palette. And this is a good one to use, I think, to test because it tends to stay put. So I'm going to put on all my makeup and then I'll come back and we'll see how it looks with all my makeup on. And then throughout the day, I'm going to be out with my daughter and we're going to be doing things and we'll see how this looks. Okay, here is what it looks like starting my day. So we'll see how it wears and see if it gets in my wrinkles underneath and see if it, you know, just looks nice throughout the day. I'm getting ready to start my day. I'm getting ready to go get my daughter. We're heading out. It's hot outside and we're going to just see how this does. So I will check back in. Okay, here's a look from more of a distance. Don't know if that makes a difference or not, but kind of wanted to give you all looks. Somebody's at my door. Okay. There we go. I'll check in. So here's what it looks like at the end of the day, going through a whole lot. I don't see a whole lot of difference. Now I might, when I look at, when I edit this, you know, I'm just looking in a mirror. Okay, I'm just looking in a mirror. Here's some lit makeup mirror. I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference. Maybe this one still looks a little heavier, but I think it kind of melded together and blended in. So, me personally, I don't think that I would go to all the trouble to do this. And that's the conclusion I'm coming up with, that, it's fine. It doesn't make it look bad. I don't know that it made it look any better. When I went back and, you know, when I first said at the end, I don't know that I would want to do this or not, it didn't seem to look any better. I thought I was looking in the mirror right here. I thought when I looked at it on camera later on, I thought it looked better than what I originally thought. So I've kind of changed my mind a little bit. I kind of like it better than I first thought I would, just looking in the mirror, because when you look at it at the camera, you're kind of seeing yourself as other people see you. And I thought that looks pretty darn good, I think. So this eye underneath here, I thought it looked pretty good. I thought it looked good. Now, I don't know that I will do it all the time because it's an extra step. I'm usually in a hurry. I'm usually running late. I'll probably just put my concealer on and then put that primer underneath and go, because I think that looks fine too. But on special occasions when I'm taking more time with my makeup and I might put some special bronzer on and put some highlight on my cheeks, you know, when you're taking those extra steps, I think I would do that with this. I'm keeping it around. I want to have it around anyway for when I'm doing some extra peeling. But I want to keep these around to try again and to, you know, when I'm getting a little more fancy. So I think it's a good trick. I think it did fine on my eyes. I didn't think it showed wrinkles. I liked it. I liked it, and I've liked it on a lot of other people that I've seen too. I thought it looked really good, and I'm glad I tried it. So get yourself these two items. Use your regular concealer. I think you can use regular concealer. It's what I used. And get yourself these two items. Give it a try and see what you think. Or if you've already tried it, tell me what you think down below, because I was pleased with it. So that is today's video. We've got a lot coming up. My son's moving. We're moving my son this weekend. So I've been busy. Birthdays. Daughter had a birthday. Granddaughter had a birthday. She's 17 now. And a lot of other things going on. You know, that's how summer goes, I think. Sometimes lots of stuff going on. So I haven't been as up to date with answering comments and making videos, but I'll do my best to work out what I can. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It just makes such a difference. I know all of us always say that, but it really does. So if you would do that, just hit that subscribe button and it'll help me a lot. So thank you for watching. Take care. Talk to you all in a couple of days. I am trying next Lash Buddy lashes, and I'm trying them against these other stick-on. These are, you know, you don't use a glue. So I'm going to try them over a period of time to see how long they last, see how well they stick, see if I learn how to use them, because I haven't learned how to use them yet, even though they're easier than glue. Okay, so working on that. Hopefully that'll work out in the future. Love you all. Talk to you all in a couple of days, and everybody take care, and thanks again. Bye-bye.